Andy Golston back here with another video from SG3 Communications, your one-stop shop for all things social media and public relations. You can find us on the web at sg3comm.com. That's sg3comm.com. And as you watch this video, you'll see the various ways that you can connect with us via social media on some of our primary platforms, which include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as LinkedIn. So find ways to connect with us in our various social media platforms. We have a good range of content on all of those social media platforms for you to keep up with things that are going on, including trends and as well as workshops that we offer over the web through our social media platforms. And primarily, first and foremost, the services that SG3 Communications can offer you in terms of public relations and social media. So, one of the topics, or the topic I'm going to talk about tonight, is the incident that occurred out in Las Vegas involving Seattle Seahawks defensive end Michael Bennett, of course, of the National Football League's Seattle Seahawks. And he was involved in an incident with law enforcement out in Las Vegas on the night of Saturday, August the 26th, and early into the morning of Sunday, August the 27th. I'll put a link in the description box to the NFL.com story that really explains many parts of the incident and talks about Michael Bennett's position about feeling that he was a victim of police brutality, unnecessary police brutality, and the fact that he released a statement on Twitter on the morning of Wednesday, September the 6th, chronicling his feelings about what he went through in that incident. And I'm going to read a portion of what Michael Bennett had to say. And this is really to give context and to set the stage for what this video is really all about, which is the NFL's response to what happened to Michael Bennett and the NFL's desire to get in front of this a little bit while still somewhat playing it safe. And so we'll start with Michael Bennett's description of what happened on that incident in Las Vegas. And so Michael Bennett says, quote, I felt helpless as I lay there on the ground, handcuffed, facing the real life threat of being killed. All I could think of was, I'm going to die for no other reason than I am black and my skin color is somehow a threat. My life flashed before my eyes as I thought of my girls. Would I ever play with them again? Or watch them have kids? Or be able to kiss my wife again and tell her I love her? I kept asking the officers, what did I do? And reminding them that I had rights they were duty bound to respect. The officers ignored my pleas and instead told me to shut up and then took me to the back of a nearby police car where I sat for what felt like an eternity until they apparently realized I was not a thug, common criminal, or ordinary black man, but Michael Bennett, a famous professional football player. Bennett wasn't arrested for what the police um, took him into custody for. He was not charged as well. And the Las Vegas police issued a statement. Again, I'll put the link in the description box and you'll be able to get the full context of their version of the incident. But what I'm focusing on here in this particular video is the NFL getting in front of this. And the NFL, of course, has been dealing with some controversy with Colin Kaepernick, most recently of the San Francisco 49ers, who has certainly been in the media with his protests on things such as police brutality. And he, of course, Colin Kaepernick also, you'll be able to find, expressed his support for Michael Bennett and the situation that Michael Bennett went through in Las Vegas. But I wanted to talk about NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell's statement that he issued today, which is September the 6th. And it gives you a little bit of a look into the mindset of an organization and trying to get in front of a public relations situation and a potentially a crisis communication situation. And so here's what Commissioner Goodell had to say. Michael Bennett represents the best of the NFL, a leader on his team and in his community. Our foremost concern is the welfare of Michael and his family. While we understand the Las Vegas Police Department will address these later this evening, The issues Michael has been raising deserve serious attention from all of our leaders in every community. We will support Michael and all NFL players in promoting mutual respect between law enforcement and the communities they loyally serve and fair and equal treatment under the law. And so you can see what the commissioner did and the NFL did in terms of getting in front of this while not pointing any fingers, but supporting the players as well as showing respect for law enforcement. And so, a calculated decision on the part of the NFL to try to get in front of this a little bit to anticipate what's going to be coming, especially in light of everything again that's going on with Colin Kaepernick and what some people feel is Kaepernick being blackballed for his stance, his protests of what he feels has been police brutality toward largely toward black people and the members of the black community. And I'm going to read another statement getting out in front of this from Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll, who expressed his support to reporters in favor of Michael Bennett. And Carroll says, quote, "What happened with Michael is a classic illustration of the reality of inequalities that are demonstrated daily. May this incident inspire all of us to respond with compassion when inequalities are brought to light and allow us to have the courage to stand for change. We can do better than this." And so, again, a couple examples of people getting out in front of a situation to address the issue beforehand. And so we'll see how it plays out. But certainly, we've seen a couple of prominent people in the NFL get out in front of this issue.